election, there is a cost, perhaps, given the things that Democrats are going to throw at the, everything but the kitchen sink at Ken Paxton. So what do you say about the amount of money we're going to have to spend to win a seat that theoretically should be a little bit easier to hold on to?
Well, look, Senate Majority Leader John Thune has to come in strong for Attorney General Paxton. We've got to win this race, and Cornyn voters have to join together and help us win it. Talarico's radical. He's packaging it very well, but he is using a lot of heretical ideas to really confuse young Christians, especially. Luke chapter 1, he claims that Mary is pro-choice. Genesis chapter 1, he's claimed that Jesus is non-binary. He's using these distortions to confuse young voters. He's leading people astray. So we've really got to come together and win this for Texas, for the future of Texas.
James Talarico, he looks the part, he frequently talks the part, and he is now trying to walk back some of those past comments. Watch.
You said God is non-binary. What did you mean by that?
Well, I think I was being intentionally provocative with that statement. But what it means is that God can't be defined by human categories. But I don't think it's controversial theologically. Most Christians would acknowledge that God is beyond gender.
So Paxton is going to be taking on Talarico, but Talarico is definitely, as everybody does, run into the center now.
Yeah, what he's doing is he got attention on social media, and he got on a lot of outlets nationally because he was radical left and he was saying things that were very provocative. Mm-hmm. He did that very well to get attention. But now that he's in a general election, he's trying to run to the center so he doesn't scare away independent voters. But we've seen Beto O'Rourke do this before. He claimed he didn't want to take our guns away in 2018 when he was running against Ted Cruz. But later, when he ran in the Democrat primary for president, he was going far, far left and saying that he did want to take our guns away. So it depends on who they're talking to. They will lie and speak out of both sides of their mouth, but we have to recognize that he is radical left and he will say whatever he needs to say to get elected this November.
Yeah, I think you make a good point. In some ways, he might be more radical than even Beto O'Rourke was. Again, trying to recalibrate now for the general. We're going to have to leave it there. Christian and Michael, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.